Hey guys, I'm Darius.
And I'm Desiree.
And we're the co-founders of Young Black and Professional. This is our weekly video that we're presenting to you guys. Desiree, you want to talk about what our topic is this week?
Yeah, so this week we're coming to you to talk about networking across. So one of the things that people do is when we think about networking, we think about networking with somebody that's in a higher position than us usually. However, one of the things that people miss out on is networking with people that's in the same position as you. Because when you only try to network up and with the boss and the top dog at the company or organization, you miss out on people that can actually really hold that hand out towards you, and you miss out on talking to the people that are going through the same things you're going to and getting that support. And then also you miss out on a lot of cross collaboration. So we're going to talk about that today. And Darius, you want to go ahead and get it started?
Yeah, so what we consider a lateral networking, like Desiree said, is when you're connecting with people that are on the same level with you. For your situation, it would be networking with probably your classmates or people that you know that are in undergrad, that are working in the same or plan on working in the same field that you're working in. It could be at a different school, they could be at a different company, but you automatically have those connections once they land their job. So not only is it a good thing for them once they land their first job, but it's also a good thing for you because you have that connection.
Yeah, and it's easier. So it's easier to talk to somebody that's in the same position as you versus somebody who is the CEO of whatever organization, the CEO of Wells Fargo or whatever. It's a lot easier to talk to somebody that may have just got the job, just graduated, and you wanna be put on. So yeah, definitely when you're thinking about that, think about that, how much easier it is to talk with that other person. Another thing, so Darius mentioned, talking with people that are in the same field as you, but I wanted to say to talk with people that's not in the same field as you, because when you're thinking about, so I work in the public health field. One of the things that we are huge on is cross collaboration. So I have worked with Department of Transportation, Department of Education, just so many private and public organizations that I partner with and we do programs and things with. So not only networking with the people that's in your classes, that just got a job at the company you want, but network with those people that are at different companies too, because you never know who they know and who they can put you in touch with and what projects that they have going on, because this whole world is so interconnected. It's just so important to, not only don't silo yourself into one area, especially, when you're at like a college and, I'm gonna shout out HBCUs, go FAMU. If you're at a college that has so many different programs, take that into consideration and look at other programs and talk to those people.
Yeah, and I agree with Desiree. You should have that cross collaboration. I know I'm in the sport management field, but I also have great connections with people who are in athletic training or in exercise science. And once you get into the field and you have those opportunities to hire different people, you have those connections with those people in different areas to where you can also lean on them to help you find out what to look for and what not to look for.
So the next thing I wanted to touch on was just, when you make those relationships. So let's say you're going through school, everybody, your friend now on social media, and you see everyone's getting these jobs in these different areas and stuff like that. And you see people who you want in your circle, make sure you don't reach out to them only when you want something. Make sure that you're continuing that networking process just throughout your whole career, throughout your lifetime, whether it's, sending them an email every now and again. I know I have people that I communicate with. Every now and again, I'll see like a journal article, and I'm in like academic type stuff, but every time I see a journal article that I think will relate and I think someone would enjoy reading, I just forward it to them. Hey, what's up? This article made me think of you. Just sent it to you to share. And then just a simple thing like that, it keeps you at the forefront of someone's mind. So when you go to ask for a letter of recommendation, they won't be like, oh, I ain't talked to you in like 3 years and now you want a letter of recommendation? Get out of here. But I mean, even something as simple as sending a card once a year, sending an email, hey, how you doing? Or hey, I just got a promotion at work. I just wanted, you know, to let you know and just thank you so much for, you know, helping me out with whatever, you know, this and that and everything. And if I can do anything for you, just let me know. You know, just something simple like that.
Yeah, and it can be even simpler as well. I mean, I've met people that are working in the same position that I am, but just at a different school, and they reached out and we established a connection and we talked here and there, and even on holidays, just Merry Christmas to you and your family. And that also turns into, well, how's everything going? Are you still busy? What have you been working on lately? Oh, I've been working on this too, or I've been having this issue too. What are you planning on doing? This is what I plan on doing to combat the issue. So just another thing to think about as far as networking. And also, like she said, you don't want that relationship to always be, well, I need a job or I need a recommendation letter, and that's the only reason that I'm hitting you up.
Don't do that.
Like you don't, yeah, you don't want that type of reputation. Like you also want to hit them up and just ask how they're doing. What was their first 6 months like? Did they have any experiences with this? How did they deal with this type of situation? As opposed to what your situation is and how you dealt with it. I mean, it's almost like it's a team effort when you think about the relationship for networking, especially when it's lateral and you guys are going through the same thing basically at the same time.
Yeah, and that's just so important. You know, you want somebody that's going to be with you that know your struggle, you know, that know what you're going through, and somebody that you can just lean on, like they're still saying, like somebody you can just say, hey man, I'm going through this, like, you know, this happened at my job. How did you deal with it? Did this ever happen to you? And they may be like, yeah, oh, I use this, and this, and I'll send this over to you right now. That's happened to me so many times. You know, people are very helpful, you know, regardless of what, you know, we think about this world and all the negative stuff that we see. There are still some positive lights out there in the world, and people still do want to help other people, believe it or not. So just don't close yourself off to that, and be open, and, you know, put the pride aside, let pride go, and just reach out and, you know, ask for help and talk to people. And it's about maintaining that relationship. You don't just talk to somebody one time and think, oh, I'm talking to them one time, like we good, like, oh, they're gonna remember me a year from now. Negative. Like they're not gonna remember you a year from now. So just make sure that, you know, you're watering that relationship, because if you don't water it, it'll die. Just like a plant, flower, whatever, you water the relationship, it'll grow. So just keep watering it.
It's very true. It's very true. And you may also be able to squeeze a potential mentor out of the situation as well, which would be big.
Like a peer mentor. So like when you're thinking about networking across, like with people in the same area as you, peer mentors. So I mean, I have some friends that, or I have a lot of friends that are in the public health field, same as me, and I do consider them peer mentors, you know, because they may be in a different position than I'm in. They may be in a different area that I'm in, because in public health, you know, you can go in chronic disease, infectious disease, just so many different types of things you can go into. But, you know, they're the expert in those areas and I'm not. So whenever I want to go and talk to them about something, you know, in this area, well, we're struggling with this, how can we collaborate? How can we do this? They're always there to help, and they're so helpful. And it's a lot easier because you can't reach the CEO the same way you'll reach somebody that's in the same position that you're in at another company. So just definitely, you know, keep that in mind. And don't be scared. And, you know, when you're at conferences, when you're at these things, to make friends with people who are the same status as you, who are just looking for jobs. Make friends with those people, because y'all can attack something together. You know, you're stronger in numbers sometimes. So, you know, you guys can build an alliance, go to different sessions at a conference together, or just kind of, you know, make sure that you're sharing that information back and forth. But yeah, you know, those are the main tips that I wanted to say. But, you know, just make sure that you're keeping in touch with your networks, whether you're networking up, you're networking across, or just whatever. Make sure that you keep in touch, and you can, you know, keep in touch via like social media even. Add people on Facebook. Now, if you got a lot of random stuff on your Facebook and you're doing too much, don't add them on Facebook. Just don't do it. But download our cheat sheet, because we talk about some things, how you can clean up your Facebook a little bit, how you can, optimize your social media to help you out a little bit more in the professional world. We still want you to show your personality, of course, but some things just ain't meant for Facebook and social media. So.
Yep. And my biggest tip is do not abuse the relationship that you have already formed, because they're very valuable. They come in handy. They become a huge asset to you, especially in the professional world and on down in the future as well. And just make sure you take advantage of it.
Yeah. So that is all we got for this week. Thank you guys for listening. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, download our career cheat sheet. We really want y'all to take those tips that we're giving out. Use them, y'all. Use them. We spent a lot of time putting that together, just talking with our different colleagues about it. Just definitely take those tips and use it. If you want to see us talk about a certain topic, something you're struggling in, let us know. Email us. Send me a message on Instagram. We have so many ways, and we want you guys to be successful. That's our number one goal, is to help more young Black professionals be successful in this world, because we need y'all.
That's right. And I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it. All right. Bye, y'all.
Thank y'all. Download, share, do all this stuff.